Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren Elizabeth and today's video is going to be over this look right here. Okay, now I'm gonna start the video naked face and I'm gonna say we are doing a coral springtime look. That didn't happen, this happened. It's very much giving Latina baddie. We're giving though. If you like this kind of glam, feel free to keep on watching. We tried new products. I gave you guys like a mini little BTS of what it's like to film at the same time because I'm cross filming for TikTok and you guys, which I know, women in STEM. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's a little bit chaotic because I'm working off of a medium blondie from 7 Brew. The energy, the ADHD is going through me right now. Okay, it's through the roof. But enjoy the video, sit back, grab a snack, or do your makeup, get ready with me. Enjoy. Besties, when I tell you I miss you guys so much, I miss filming and just being able to edit fun videos for you guys. I took a mini break. Luckily, I was like filming content that would just go up in the following weeks, but this week's video is going to be a little bit late just because there's so much going on in my life. It's so hard to keep up at this very moment. I'm actually super excited because we're going to be playing with some new products that I either got in PR or that I've bought in over the last week and I'm barely getting to them. First and foremost, just to kind of make the process a little bit smoother, I went ahead and prepped and primed. So for prep, I used the Rhode glazing milk. Now this is just like a facial essence and it's amazing because look at the glow it gave my skin. And then for primer, of course, my cult classic, the Easy Blur Primer from Hudabeauty, which was very viral in 2024. So if you haven't tried it, listen to the reviews. When I tell you I love this and the foundation, probably one of the best foundation and primer launches of 2024. It's amazing. We're going to be trying new complexion products. So firstly, this right here is the Dior Forever Skin Perfect multi-use foundation stick. It has blur, correction, 24-hour wear, and hydration. Now, I am gonna say this, I'm cross-filming a little crossover episode, don't hurt nobody. I'm filming reviews for my TikTok/Instagram, so if you want the in-depth reviews, go to those platforms. But on here, it's gonna be fun, yappy, and just a little bit of a BTS kind of moment. But I'm actually super excited to use this. I got the shade 1 in, which may look a little bit light, but honestly, as you went to like 2 in, 2.5, it went like extremely dark really quick. I think there's like a big jump in the shade range. So let's go ahead and try her. Okay, and this is what the skin's looking like so far. And I love, like I said in my video, I love how this just like melted into the skin so nicely. However, I do wish it was like a shade darker. But however, in Sephora, their fluorescent lighting is so beyond ugly to me. Like, come on, y'all make that much money and you telling me you can't fix your lighting? Make it make sense. Had they had correct lighting, I feel like I would have matched myself perfectly, and it looks like I discredit myself as a makeup artist because I don't know how to match myself, but it's truly the lighting. And I tried on like 5 different shades on the inner part of my hand and the outer, and 1 end looked like it made the most sense. Also because I'm in my fair stage right now because of the winter, but I don't know. I don't mind how light I look. I actually love it sometimes because that means I can go a little bit heavier with bronzer. Now I'm just doing my bronzer / contour, and I'm using my favorite, of course, as always, Westman Atelier bronzer in the shade Truffle contour stick, sorry. And I'm using the the M243, which is a cream and liquid contour brush. And I love how it really just hugs the face. Let's talk about the recent events and why I've been missing, because when I tell you guys, I've been all over the freaking place. It's kind of insane. I started school up Girl, what? The brain is not braining today. I started school again last week, and when I tell you guys, I walked in with so much confidence. I was like, ooh, I have so much to do, but I'm gonna get everything done. These classes are gonna be easy. Senioritis is not gonna get ahead of me. We're 2 days in and I'm already tired. I am exhausted. And I don't know if you guys know, if you're new to the channel, I'm a marketing major and I'm losing my brain, okay? Because the last semester is supposed to be the easiest. No. I got a full term paper to write, 15 to 20 pages. I have another project and due in another class. And lastly, I have one of my favorite professors that I had last semester, so I'm not really that worried about his class. But it's still a lot for your girl. Like, I feel overloaded, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. I signed myself up for it, so I can't complain. Also, so far, this brush is eating. I love how it can like fit in all of my nooks and crannies. Crannies? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And then aside from school, I have just a lot else going on with the business. We've been getting booked out. I have my entire Valentine's Day booked out. If you're on the lookout for a makeup artist for your wedding, girl, I'm here for you. I'm right here. I'd love to be your artist. I love nothing more than doing weddings. Bridal Saturdays are probably my favorite days to glam somebody. It's just so much fun and I love being a part of the experience. But let's go ahead and talk about this TikTok ban, because although TikTok was going away, honestly, I just didn't find myself needing to post a farewell video, just because although I'm very connected with the opportunities and relationships I've made on TikTok, I was still one of those creators that was like a part of like the OG platforms. Like I came up on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Like those were the primary threes for me that made me blow up when I was younger. And TikTok was just like another loop of social media that helped me with, again, those opportunities, new friendships, new, you know, job opportunities. There was a part of me that was like, damn, like this is like an era that's going to be completely over for us, and you know, we're losing a little bit of the community that we built on there. I've known about this for the past couple years. Like they've been talking about this since 2020, and it's been like this ongoing fight with everybody up there in politics, and I just like kind of prepped myself for the day that it would come to where I already had my other socials thriving. I was, you know, diversifying my content and really like spreading out my content on multiple platforms so I could reach more of an audience. But I feel it from the perspective of, if that's what you went famous on and like that's your primary app that has all of your followers, I can see it that way and how like it would deeply affect some people. But for me, I've been on so many different platforms that I just didn't have that big of a reaction towards it, you know? And I was actually surprised that I didn't, but we're fine. We have it for 90 more days. So if you are from my TikTok, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna be posting on here, Instagram, and Red Note. I actually just posted a little loophole for the creators that follow me on here on how to keep CapCut. I keep getting messages regarding like that post saying, you're gonna get fined. Babes, it's if I was trying to like get on TikTok when it was banned. I'm not getting on TikTok. I want CapCut. I don't even care about TikTok. Give me CapCut. That's probably one of the best editing softwares, but I digress. Whatever. We're moving on. I'm gonna get into blush just because I'm excited to use this blush. I think it's stunning, even though I wanted She's Vibrant. I don't know if you guys know that shade. I'll pop it on the screen. That one had me in a chokehold because that really did give springtime, live, laugh, love. Like that's the kind of vibe She's Vibrant gave me. Okay, and here is what the blush looks like on. And if I remember correctly, this is a matte version to the other blushes. And I love this shade. I feel like it does often resemble Do We Know Her, which is an OG shade back when he launched these blushes. And obviously he doesn't sell it anymore. So me having that in my collection and now having the vibrant sister of her, I love this. If you definitely wanted a springtime blush that calls for partying on the beach, giving effortless, but it's there on the cheek to give you some color, yes, I love her. And I love this formula. I feel like it's a little bit more opaque and I don't have to go in with so many layers, but that it blends out and you can definitely sheer it out if you feel like it's too bright. Of course, we need a cutie little coffee break. Very much needed. That's a Blondie from Seven Brew. If you haven't tried it, what are you doing? It's probably one of the best coffee drinks I've ever gotten, ever. But now we're gonna go ahead and move on to concealer / color correcting. My favorite correctors at the moment have been these Kosas color correctors. So I like using the shade Illusion when I'm not doing my pinky glams, just because it fits a little bit more for when I do berry shades or when I do my coral shades. It kind of blends into my blush a little bit more effortlessly, but it still does the job that I need it to as far as brightening. Now I'm moving on to my favorite concealers, and right now I love the Dior Forever Skin Correct concealer. She's honestly an icon for me. She's super full coverage, so you don't need a lot of her. But I've been going back to Natasha, y'all. I don't know what about this concealer I love so much, but I'm in the shade Rosy too, and that's probably why. I really love the undertones of her concealers, and just because she also offers such a wide range of concealers in every category of undertone, I love it. Okay, so I went ahead and just put a little bit, and I'm going to use one of the Morphe brushes that I got, and this is the Morphe M131, and this is specifically meant for concealer, so let's go ahead and buff it in. She's like super soft. Now I'm just using that same foundation brush just to like conceal the rest of my face, so that way it can kind of mesh with the foundation. But so far I'm loving how this base is turning out. However, it is just like a tiny bit pale, but I love it either way. You guys know me, I make everything work. Just like the Anastasia foundation, which I need to show you guys because that foundation eats down. Like 2025 might be off to a good start when it comes to launches. However, let's talk about the shade range and how just some companies don't get it when it comes to correcting their shade range or like getting somebody better in the lab. Because why is it so hard for some of these people to like make shades that accommodate to everybody? Like, it's actually kind of insane. Now I'm just taking a little bit more blush because you guys know me, I'm a big blush girl, and it kind of got washed out with all of the concealer, so I'm just going back in. But now I'm pretty much ready to set the skin. So this is what the creams look like so far. I'm gonna go ahead and set with my favorite powders, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Powder, and then the Makeup by Mario Soft Blur Setting Powder. This is loose powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take, honestly, I think I'm gonna go back to my old ways and start just setting with this. I know it's a finishing powder, yada, 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 yada. I love this powder as a setting powder. It just gives me the ultimate brightness while also giving me coverage. So we're gonna set with this first. I obviously am at a place and I need a puff because I'm never ready. So give me a sec. I'm gonna use these Hudabeauty puffs. Like, I don't know if she sells these guys, but if you can get your hands on these are definitely worth the money. So I'm just gonna go ahead and really rub that puff in there. I like to coat the brush, right? And then I like to pat whatever is sitting on top of the puff in the palm of my hand. And I'm just going to set the under eye. I like to make sure I go in with my sponge just to make sure everything is blended. And then I'm gonna set. I'm gonna drag it to the forehead, down the nose, around the mouth. I'm very heavy with my powders, but just because I'm an oily girl, y'all. I don't know how some girls do it without setting their skin. I feel like my makeup will literally slide off my face if I don't set it. I know I look as white as a ghost, but now we're gonna go ahead and bronze before I go in with my Makeup by Mario powder. That's kind of like my little trick, is I like to make sure everything is set like in the center of the face so it doesn't move. Versus if I were to just have only done under the eyes and did my bronzer and everything else, it would kind of look muddy, and this kind of just helps secure where you want that brightness at. And then you can obviously go mend like the edges and make it look a lot softer. And as always, I'm going to preset my bronzer, and I'm using the MAC Give Me Sun. Girl, what? I wish this was Give Me Sun. This is the Mineralize Skin Finish in Medium Dark. As you can tell, Give Me Sun is obviously an iconic bronzer, and I actually kind of need it back in my collection, so maybe I should go pick it up, and that was a sign. I'm also trying to pick up the new MAC lipsticks, but for the life of me, I can find Flesh Pot, but I can't find Cool Spice. And I'm literally losing my mind because the way I saw Erin wear it, which I don't know if you guys know who that is, Erin Parson. She's on TikTok and she's a vintage makeup collector. Oh, I aspire to be like her. She posted the OG like MAC archives that she usually owns or she's seen, and the differences between today's products versus back then with the formula changes. The way I'm jealous of the 90s and the 2000s, because y'all really had it all. Like, y'all, it must be nice. It must be nice to be the favorite. No, because let me spill the tea on this one contour that I've been obsessed with for a while now, but it's honestly a learning curve on how to use it without overusing it and making yourself look dead. These contours by Makeup Forever. Do you see how cool tone this is? If you want it to look dead, this is the way to go, okay? These are their artist sculpts. I got them in PR like a while ago. Actually, yeah, I did. I got them in PR, but I actually went ahead and bought one of the shades I wasn't sent because I love how cool this is. This is in the shade Marvelous Peanut, and honestly, you really, like I said, don't need a lot of these because it's super pigmented, and I like to take them on big brushes like this, and I like to put whatever is left on the brush before applying it on the skin into the palm of my hand, similar to what I do with my powders for the under eyes. But this, if you want to look snatched, this is the way to go. I went ahead and applied my baking powder. It's the Makeup by Mario powder I was telling you about earlier. It's in the shade 2. And the reason why I like to set this a little bit before I do like blush or like my eyebrows is because I want it to be the most concentrated. That way it gives me so much brightness underneath the eyes. I don't do it on the forehead. I don't do it on the chin. I'll occasionally do it right underneath the cheekbones, but it just kind of depends. Doing this before I finish off any of my other other like powders. It's just changed the game for me in like a little way, but it looks beautiful under flash. That's ultimately what I'm saying. So when it comes to the application process of your powder blush, what I love to do is I like to coat my brush completely, and I mean saturate the brush, take it into the palm of my hand and evenly distribute it throughout the brush or the bristles. And then I like to lightly just fluff it onto the cheek. So that way it doesn't have the option of like sticking to a specific part of the cheek, but it has that nice gradient underneath the eye and it just coats the whole cheek entirely. I love this method just because it's super light on the skin. And these are actually really pigmented, but I love it. Something about a small pointed brush and me go together so well when it comes to not only patting away all of my baking powder, but also when it comes to using it for my brightening powders, it changes the game. So I'm using the Studio Fix powder in W15. And oh my God, y'all, like this is like setting the skin so nicely. And the best part about these brushes, not to like kind of maneuver the review to you guys, is that these are such nice quality brushes and they're actually doing the damn thing. Like I love these brushes. They are killing it. Like I might have to buy more for the kit. I might have to buy more for myself. Okay, and this is what the completed set base looks like. I went ahead and changed out my battery camera because that girl was dying, but we have a new setting spray on the block that I've tried on my other socials, but I just feel like I have to share it with you guys because it's actually really good. And obviously with setting sprays, I don't feel like they're that life-changing, but this one has a mattifying finish, which I love because I'm like in my matte era. So let's go ahead and give this a try on camera with you guys. This is what it looks like. I love the packaging of the setting spray. And I like to coat my face in this, okay? And it also smells like 2016. Like, I don't know how to describe it for you guys, but when I first sprayed it on, I was like, this takes me back. So let's go ahead and set the skin. Like, dude, something about that just smells so back then for me. Like, when I first started makeup, oh my God. I don't think I said it in the video, but this foundation by Dior has a slight scent to it, but I actually kind of love it. I've seen people complain about the scent for this, but you can't really smell it. Like, it's not that potent. So just to put that out there. Okay, this is what we're looking like all set and done. I'm gonna go ahead and start on my brows. Now I was gonna film a TikTok on this, but honestly, I don't feel like it. These are the brand new Benefit Mighty Fine Brow Pens, and I have two different shades here. We have 5 warm black brown, and then we have 4.5 neutral black brown. Now, obviously, as you can tell, I have no brow, so I don't know how this is gonna work, but we'll try it on one. I mainly think I'm gonna focus these on the front end of my brow just because that's where I have the most hair versus the end is just like a straight line. But this is what the little applicator is looking like. I actually like how fine those are. So we might actually get some brow strokes. You wanna always have like a light hand with these. Is it doing anything? Ooh, okay, those are actually super fine. Not too, oh, well, I messed that up. Love that. Let's go ahead and try it on the front end of my brow. I took 4.5 because, girl, I can't mess up my brows right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, oh. Hello? Look at the brow. No, this is actually killer. What? Look at that. Look at the before and the after. Okay, Benefit. I am not mad at this. Hold up. Okay, I went ahead and did both of my brows, and when I tell you, holy shit. I feel like this is like one of the fewer times where my brows look more hair-like natural versus when I do it with a pencil like the Rare Beauty one. It looks kind of like drawn on, but these look a lot more natural. And not to mention, the reason why they look so like cutthroat and sharp is because I used this Morphe M134 concealer brush. Y'all, I love how my brows look right now. They look as if they're natural and I just carved them out. All right, now that the brows are set, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick little eyeshadow look. I'm gonna use Wedge from MAC, but I'm just gonna settle for a good old brown transition shade and maybe a light liner, and then call it a day with some lashes. One thing about me, you guys, you can't listen to me when I tell you we're gonna do a natural look, because when I tell you this look just took a turn, why am I putting black eyeshadow when we should be doing a spring little look? I'm gonna take my Better Than Sex liquid liner from Too Faced, and we're just going to snatch the eyes, okay? I don't know how I'm gonna do this, just watch. I've gave you guys, I think, an eyeliner tutorial, but I think I need to do like an in-depth one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And we're just gonna snatch the eyes. Again, there was no need for a wing that long, but you go big or you go home. We're in Texas. You guys, I'm about to crash out. I'm about to crash out harder than I ever did, even with the TikTok ban, because one, my upstairs neighbor, her dog stays barking. She has like 4 or 5 different dogs. I can't. Anyways, and then I have my fiance calling me because he's gonna give me tacos because I haven't ate all day, so that's a good thing. But then I forgot to film me putting my lashes on because I was too busy talking to my man. Like, I am so sorry. I'm so down bad. Like, don't cancel me. I'm slacking. I'm sorry. Hate me. Anyways, so I went ahead and went through my lash stash. These are the Lava Lashes and Beauty. These are faux mink. I have them on. Very cute. And as you can tell, I went so dramatic with my eyes. It's kind of scary, but I love it. I love doing these type of like glams because this is so 2019 me, or even sooner, 2016 me. I love this type of glam. Okay, so it's faux flirty. I hope they still have the style. I'll try to link everything that I use on my face in the description, just because it's been a hot minute since I've done that. But luckily I have everything laid out that I've used. But it also, if you didn't know, Lava comes with their own lash glue with the lashes, which I think is such a plus considering nowadays you have to buy the brand's lash glue on the side. It's beyond me. That's too much money. Anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and do a lip combo together. And of course I want to do something like brown and nudie. I was trying to find something that would kind of mimic the blush, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna go with my old good fashioned brown lip combo. I'm gonna go in with Limitless Brown from Makeup Forever, and I'm just going to lightly line the perimeter of my lips just because I'm trying to figure out my lip shape this year. I really want to get my lips done again, but like, I'm so scared of them being like overfilled. I don't know if you guys remember. It's literally scary. I have so much migration that I had to like remove. So I'm just trying to explore my options. So I'm gonna go ahead and line those lippies. Also the skin, she's skinning. I love how she looks. Cute. It's giving chola vibes for real. Where's my baton? What is that one? I have to put it on the screen.
This one's for all you girly girls out there that want to be looking all firme for your vato or for the club or for the quinceañeras. Purple ones. See? Now you're looking real good for your vato. Speaking of vatos, flaco, I'm still holding it down for you, boo. Hey, but when you get out of la pinta, I'll be holding it up.
That shit kills me every time. She's a classic. Let's do the base. So for my lipstick and my, no, it's literally a lipstick, but like a color stick and lipstick, Creme the Nude by MAC. Of course, you guys know I've been on this shit forever. I love it. So I'm gonna put this down first. I really want to try Flesh Pot, y'all. I don't know if I was talking about this earlier, but I cannot get my hands on the Cool Spice. I can get my hands on Flesh Pot, but I just want like the complete lip trio, if y'all know what I mean. Like, all of the shades I want are sold out, and I'm literally gonna throw myself over a bridge. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but let me know. Like, am I the only type of girl that says like, if something's sold out and I need it as a pair, I just won't get it? Like, if I want it, I'm gonna get all of it all at once. Like, I don't know. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a cult favorite of mine. This is Ortegabeauty, and this is Nubes. It's a color stick, and I'm gonna put that right on top. I love these. Yup, stunning. And of course I have to put a gloss, so I'm actually in between glosses. I don't know if I want to use my Rhode Beauty the brown gloss or this one. It's by Huda, and she's fire, and I definitely think I'm gonna go in with this one. I love how she looks. Ooh, she's chocolate. Okay. Ooh, I need to clean that. I hate when my lips do that. ADHD is so killing me right now. Y'all are seeing this right before your eyes. Anyways, I hate right here where like the lipstick, the lip gloss, all of that jumbles up. So let me get a little napkin because I hate how that looks. Okay, I went ahead and just got rid of like all the excess lip products. And now I really want to do some beauty marks just because I do have like moles that get lost like underneath the makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And I do that with my Anastasia brow pen, and this is in dark brown. All right, guys, and here is the final glam. As always, are we obsessed or are we obsessed? I ate the house down, period. One thing that I will say, guys, is that I genuinely love making these type of videos for you, just because amongst everything going on in the world, we can just be here and chat like girls and just create a little safe space for each other. So one thing I'm gonna tell you is just be happy. Don't stress about the small things. Breathe, and we're gonna get through it. Whether you're struggling in a class, you're struggling at work, girl, I got you. Trust, I understand, like, life is hard out here, but thank you for joining me today and just like sitting and yapping, whether you got ready with me, if you're sitting on your couch, rotting, which I'm about to go do with a horror movie and my tacos. But thank you guys again for joining me, and if you want to be a part of the family, make sure to subscribe and like the video so that way I know what you guys are liking on my channel. If you don't like it, thumbs it down, but you a hater, do it, I dare you. Just kidding, don't, because you're gonna ruin my analytics. Anyways, yeah, I'll let you guys go. I'll stop yapping. Like I said, like and subscribe. Follow me on my other socials so we can stay connected and you can stay up to date on me. I think I'm done yapping. I'm kind of tired. I need my tacos, but love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.